Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your 2022 reading. I'm so excited for these because I'm just hoping for pretty much everyone that the next year is way better than it has been over the past several. Um, this is going to be a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, or even if it does, and you want like a fuller picture of what's going on, make sure to also check your moon, rising, and Venus sign. And all right, let's go. We've got Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. We've got the Light Seer's Tarot. We've got Spirit Animal Oracle. And for your overall theme for the year, Starseeds. Okay, so we're going to start with those. And again, this is a general reading. I'm going to do strictly love readings for 2022 for each sign coming forward in the coming weeks. So keep an eye out. And yeah, what is coming in for Virgo for 2022? If you want to give me one, maybe? There we go. Truth. Oh, that's an interesting one, hey? It says, see your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. I also get the feeling that there are going to be some truths coming out in the coming year, whether that be your own or someone else's coming towards you. But we're going to see. We're going to go move on with the Spirit Animal Oracle. At the bottom of the deck, Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. And you've also got Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. And I think that's where the truth energy is coming from. It's definitely a feeling of things coming to light. So this should be an interesting year for you, Virgo. Let's see, with the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, what do we have for Virgo for 2022, please? Maybe. There we go. Interesting. Which, okay, so we've got Keeper of the Scales, Fairness and Balance. We've also got the Hungry Ghosts, Obsessions, Scarcity Consciousness, Attachment. These came out for someone else, and I'm trying to remember who. I want to say Taurus. I believe it was Taurus, so you might have Taurus in your chart, or this might just be an overarching Earth energy. You've also got, though, the Eagle King, the big picture, angelic help. So, like, it kind of feels like the root of things is going to be fairness and keeping balance, which, truth, right? But also, these are an interesting combo too, the Hungry Ghost and the Eagle King, with obsessions and scarcity consciousness and attachment, but the big picture and angelic help. It almost feels like the angelic help is kind of helping you come out of whatever obsessions, whatever, I just heard addictions, whatever is making you feel the scarcity mindset. It's like the angelic help is assisting you in coming out of that. But let's get into the tarot because I am super interested to see what this is all about. Virgo for 2022. What's coming for Virgo for 2022? No, okay. Oh, sometimes they want one card and they pull like 6. So they have me just put them all back in the deck and then they tick the right card later. I do want a little more before I put these together. These are coming out in chunks at a time, which is interesting. But I do have to point out Empress at the bottom of the deck. There is abundance coming in, which I really do like. And underneath her was the Knight of Pentacles, so it's kind of a long time coming abundance. It almost feels like something you've been working on for a long time. But there's a lot to get through here, so let's do that. This is the first bunch that fell out. There are some bad feelings in here, and with this Queen of Swords, it feels like someone who's cut you out of their life. I don't always get that with the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Swords is the type of person who speaks very bluntly and will cut someone off when they feel they need cut off. Her emotions are kept behind lock and key in this card. So it's just, even though it feels like this Five of Cups and Three of Swords is also being felt by the Queen of Cups energy, it is also being felt through you, I believe. I don't think the parting was what either of you necessarily wanted, which is interesting that they would do it anyway, right? Well, I don't want this, but I'm going to do it anyway kind of thing. That's interesting. Tell me about this Queen of Swords and the cutting off. The wheel at the bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands. A change is coming. The wheel is turning. A message is coming, is what I'm getting from this person. More. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm feeling that this person told themselves that you betrayed them, is what I'm getting, which is interesting. Which is probably why it's coming across as a Seven of Swords energy, right? And being at the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like the how do I want to put this? The reasoning, like where the actions stem from, I guess is how I want to put that. Three of Cups, Ace of Wands. I get the feeling that I want to say someone else in the friend group has set them straight. Maybe one of their friends. Because it's kind of just normally a new idea sort of thing, or like a revelation, would be an Ace of Swords. Not that Ace of Wands isn't kind of a new idea, right? But I do feel like they're seeing things in a different way. I just heard the error of their ways. And being that the Queen and the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords came out with the Seven of Cups and Page of Pentacles, I feel like this person is trying to figure out how they come back to you with something that you're actually going to listen to. Because I feel like when they left, if they said anything at all, it wasn't very nice. And for others of you, I feel they just ghosted you. They decided that you were the one who was in the wrong, and no amount of talking was going to do anything because nothing you could say would be good enough, and they were out. Which is not really a mature way to handle things, but that's how they handled it. So it is what it is there. But I do get the feeling that they are trying to come back with, I want to say, some sort of apology, or some sort of way to facilitate themselves back into your life. They're just not sure how, because they do recognize that they need to say things in a way that you are going to listen, because however they left things hurt you, I almost want to say, more than you possibly hurt them. It does feel like a two-way street, however this was. But what else do we have here? Yeah, Six of Cups is here. This was someone from your past. I want to say this was someone where there wasn't really an equal give and take with this Two of Pentacles. There wasn't a good balance within the relationship. One of you continually felt like I just keep getting you weren't being given enough. And I don't want to say that in a bad way. I'm just looking at this person's face here because, I mean, it looks a little ungrateful. But at the same time, I'm also feeling like when you look at these other cups, these are all empty. So it's almost just like, oh, great, you're just going to hand me another empty cup again. That's nice because I keep giving you full ones, right? And it's kind of like the next one coming in is going to be genuine, okay? But I do kind of get the feeling that someone in this wants to heal things. In regards to that, you are going to be a little guarded. But I kind of feel like they're going to. I'm almost getting. It always comes up to me as like propose a new adventure, and in that case, it could be. I don't know. I'm hesitating to say like work related, right? But it's kind of like they're coming up with an offer that you're going to consider. I get the feeling you're going to consider it for a while. I don't feel like you're going to actually give them an answer right away. I do have 10 of Wands here, though. This might be trying to share the load on something. Because she does have this animal with her, helping to carry the load. I don't know what's interesting though, because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, she's carrying all of the wands in her case here and in her hand, and she's been the one who's been planting them behind them. I'm just trying to get the message from this card. Because it's almost like, even though they say let's do this, it's still kind of like one of you's doing most of the work. Like, obviously this animal is carrying things for her, but are they necessary? You know what I mean? What about this 10 of Wands? Oh boy, that's a lot. Yeah, 3 of Swords again, 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands again, Queen of Swords again. I get it now. Okay, so it's almost, the feeling that I'm getting is that when they come back, they kind of just want things to be as they were right away. And you're gonna say, I don't really think I can do that because this has been weighing on me. 10 of Wands twice. The way you left things, the way you cut me out, the things that you said, they hurt and they've been weighing on me. And with the 8 of Swords here, you might not tell them exactly how you're feeling, but I do also get Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, 8 of Cups. For some of you, you are going to tell them exactly how they made you feel, and then you're going to walk away. For others of you, this feels more like leaving behind the negative emotions and trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt and try to move on in a new way. I'm feeling with these other cards here, the 6 of Pentacles, it feels like you're going to tell them that this needs to be equitable this time. There needs to be an equal give and take before you continue forward, which is absolutely fair. But what I'm getting from the Magician and the Ace of Cups is that you've been manifesting a new beginning. It could be with this person, or it could just be something new in general. Because I am getting a bit of a stuck feeling. I feel like it might not even be a new beginning. I actually kind of feel like a lot of you have been manifesting an apology from this person because you know you deserve one. And there's nothing wrong with that. I would also caution you to make sure that you are seeing these things in a fair light. Make sure you acknowledge your own actions and part to play in this scenario, because it does often take to the way we react or the things that we say often trigger the other person and how they react and the things they say, right? So I keep looking at this truth card and see your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. It kind of feels like this person is going to come back and give you the truth and tell you how you made them feel and how they've been feeling without you. For some of you, you're just going to say kick rocks because you hurt me more. And that's what I'm getting, the walk your truth kind of thing. This doesn't really feel like love either, which I want to say is good, just because I am going to do an actual separate love reading. This, for most of you, kind of feels like a friendship or a family member, someone who you were close to for a while, and there was a falling out. Just want to see, what is the truth coming to light? Temperance. Interesting. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Some more on temperance. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. They've been keeping an eye on you. I feel like you check in on them every now and then as well. The wheel underneath that, like I said, things are changing. The truth coming out is there needs to be a change to the way the things have been. I'm getting the feeling that the two of you aren't supposed to be in separation. With this Temperance card, it feels like the fact that you are at the moment, it's hurting more than it kind of would from like just someone you've grown apart from. Like the two of you naturally grown apart, it does suck, but you kind of recognize that that's okay, that's the way things need to be, and some people just don't always stay in your life. With this Temperance card, it feels like there is a connection between you two. And I want to say soulmates and preface this by saying soulmates are not always love. Like, they're not always romantic partnerships. Soulmates are people that you go through life with. They are a match. And that doesn't always mean that you're going to have romantic feelings for them. Like, there are a lot of platonic friendships that I've seen, even like cousins and siblings, where they're just matches, right? Like, they go through life together, they share their lives together, while also having separate romantic relationships, marrying other people, just because they're such good friends. They're the person who understands them more than anyone, and that's the person that they can rely on. That's the feeling I'm getting from this Temperance card, where there is a link between the two of you, and you are not supposed to be in separation. Not forever, I feel like this current separation is because there was a lesson at least one of you needed to learn. I'm sure there's a lesson for another one of you. And I'm honestly feeling It's about an equal give and take. It's about a balance. It's how we treat people, right? Um, there is the King of Swords here. It goes with the Queen of Swords. It's divine counterparts. And I often see other readers saying, well, they're not the best couple just because they don't express their emotions, blah, 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 that sort of thing. That doesn't diminish the fact that they are divine counterparts, right? I, I just don't see it just because they're logical and rational people who like to lead their lives without letting their emotions get the better of them. I personally don't understand what makes that such a poor couple, but that's just me. Um, but anyway, there is, I feel, a lot of anxiety on both parties. There are often nights, I feel, where the two of you, even in separation, just don't get any sleep at night. Just because you worry about the other person, you wonder if they're ever coming back, if you're ever going to see them again, because you do miss each other, right? You really do. And I just looked up at the Eagle King again with the angelic help, and then the Temperance card. It's like the two of you need to be guided back to each other because it's time. I feel like you've been slowly working your way back to each other. It's just I just heard it. You need to pick up the pace a little bit. With the ending before, there is a rebirth. And I just looked at the Elephant Spirit again, learned from the past. I think the both of you will learn from the past experience and move forward. Being that this is a reading for a whole year, this kind of feels like it's not going to happen, obviously, immediately. It's probably not even going to happen at like the beginning or middle of the year. This feels like a journey that does take some time. I feel both of you meeting up when you need to meet up. There's still, I'm hearing some lessons to be learned. One of you needs to speak up first. Overall, I do feel for 2022, with truth being your theme, it's more like you're also learning to tell people how you feel and how they make you feel, and not just keep it to yourself and then dwell on it and like have all of this anxiety and just obsess about it, right? Like, oh, I should have said this, I should have done this, and that sort of thing. Which I think is really good. It's really good to know how to stand in your truth and tell people when they're not making you feel the way that they should, right? I want to kind of like a outcome, I think. I keep looking at the Magician and the Ace of Cups too. Outside of this relationship thing, there is manifestation of new. Something that speaks to your heart, and that doesn't necessarily mean a relationship, but interesting. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. For all of this, there is an opening up. Seven of Swords in the reverse is, to me, speaking the truth. Letting go of the secrets. Being open. And Three of Wands is moving into the future. The next steps seem uncertain, but once you take the first one, everything falls into place, is what I'm hearing. Ooh! Three of Cups came out, which I like. Queen of Cups actually came out as well. Yeah. Okay. There is a lot of uncertainty here when it comes to this person. There's the moon, and I got the Seven of Wands again. So you are going to be guarded. But the energy that I was picking up before, the soulmate connection, Two of Cups. Again, this does not necessarily mean love. It could, but I honestly feel like this is more like a friendship or a family member that you haven't really been talking to for quite a while. But it's someone who belongs in your life. The Tower and the Star. They reappear, I believe, with no warning, just out of the blue one day. They're there. And the Star is healing. So I do like this. It feels like a very strong energy to have for an entire year. You know, but it feels more like a journey. Like it's beginning, and then it takes the whole year to bring you both back together, which is interesting because I keep seeing the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is a person who has been dwelling on your mind for quite a while and will continue to dwell in your mind for quite a while. So that's probably why they're at the forefront of your 2022. I do like it though. I do like seeing mended relationships. And like it's sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages at once here. Yeah. I'm hearing that it's just such an important lesson that it's what needs to be highlighted for you. Because I feel like you haven't been talking to this person for a little while and you've been trying to put them out of your mind, and that's not really something you can do anymore. It's a moment where you need to confront what happened and move past it. And at the moment, I feel like both of you acknowledge that it happened, but not to each other. And if you still have them on Facebook or Instagram or whichever, maybe you kind of just like each other's pictures every now and then, just to be like, hey, I'm still here kind of thing, but you don't actually talk, and you need to actually engage with one another. And that year, 2022, is going to be about finding your truth and speaking it. Okay, so let's have some moonology here, please. That's quite a few. Jeez. They're all pretty related here, though, so step out of your comfort zone, which I believe is definitely speaking your truth, because often it's hard to tell our own truth and tell people how we're feeling and how they've made us feel. Don't let your past hold you back. I feel like that's the things that have been said in the past are in the past. They can't be undone. All you can do is try to fix them. So adjustments are required. But also, the end of a tough cycle approaches, and have faith in your dreams. So I do really feel both of you miss each other. There's definitely the pulling, the strings between you, that even, I believe, a cord cutting ceremony, I don't believe would fully cut, Like, you could cut some of it, but I believe in your heart there'd always be just a little bit there. But, oh, goodness. That's what I have for you, Virgo. That's what your 2022 looks like. Speak your truth, live your truth, and I wish you all the best. So, if this resonated, Please drop a like down below. That lets me know as a tarot reader I've tapped into your energies, which is super important. And for specific love readings, like I said before, look out for those in the coming weeks because I will be doing those. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell if you'd like to be notified of the new videos. And take care of yourselves. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.